Hi, hello everyone, and now let us move towards our literature reader unit number 10, the sermon at Banaras. The sermon at Banaras. What do you mean by sermon? Let us deal with it. Okay, use a dictionary or ask your teacher's help as you discuss the following questions in groups. What is a sermon? Is it different from a lecture or a talk? Can this word also be used in a negative way or as a joke, as in my mother's sermon about getting my work done on time? Okay, basically, what do you mean by sermon? Sermon means a religious talk, a moral talk, a talk which is related to moral value. When a person delivers a sermon or gives you a sermon, that time that person is talking about moral values. He's teaching you some religious things, wise things. Okay, and these sermons are mostly given by saints, sages. Okay, साधु संत लोग ही आपको preaching करते. Preaching means क्या बोलते preaching? What is the other word used for preaching? To preach is not to teach. Okay, preaching is just delivering, just telling something which is good, which is wise. Okay, it is up to you whether to take it or leave it. That is preaching. तो ये साधु संत महात्मा लोग, ये लोग क्या करते हैं? प्रीचिंग करते हैं, सर्मन करते हैं. ओके, सो sometimes this word is taken in a joke also. My mother's sermon about getting my work done on time. मेरी माँ हमेशा ना ये प्रीचिंग करती रहती है कि तुम्हारा काम ना अपने टाइम पे करा करो. मीन्स हिज मदर, someone's mother or everyone's mother every time tells everyone to do your work on time, do this, don't do that. This is all the kind thing, wise thing, good things, moral values. So it's like teaching, preaching. Okay, religious talk. Okay, now question number 2 you're going to do on your own in your notebook. You have to find out the meanings of the words and phrases given below. Okay, have you heard of the sermon on the mount? Who delivered it? Who do you think delivered a sermon at Banaras? So you have to find out from wherever you think, and Google is the most convenient thing for us to find out the meanings from nowadays. So you have to find out who who have given the sermon or on the mount. Okay, ये किसने बोला था? Okay, तो ये आपको ढूंढना है. And who delivered it? So who do you think delivered a sermon at Banaras? So the sermon at Banaras, this is a lesson and story about Gautam Buddha. So we are going to deal with his story and one example in his life. Very great story and something worthy to learn about it. Okay, Gautam Buddha, born in 563 BC and died in 483 BC. Okay, Gautam Buddha began life as a prince named Siddharth Gautam in northern India. At 12, he was sent away for schooling in the Hindu sacred scriptures, and 4 years later, he returned home to marry a princess. They had a son and lived for 10 years as befitted royalty. At about the age of 25, the prince, heretofore shielded from the sufferings of the world, while out hunting, chanced upon a sick man, then an aged man, then a funeral procession, and finally a monk begging for alms. These sights so moved him that he at once went out in the world to seek enlightenment concerning the sorrows he had witnessed. He wandered for 7 years and finally sat down under a peepal tree where he vowed to stay until enlightenment came. Okay, so this is the story about Gautam Buddha. He began his life as a prince. His name was Siddhartha Gautam. When he was a prince, his name was Siddhartha Gautam and he belonged to northern India. When he became 12 years of age or 12 years old, he was sent away for schooling, and after that when he returned home after 4 years, he got married to a princess. Okay, then they had a son, and they enjoyed their 10 years of married life. Then once this prince Gautam, Siddharth Gautam, he went for the for hunting, and till that time he was protected, he was shielded. Shielded means protected from the sufferings of the world. दुनिया में जितने भी गम थे उससे वो बिल्कुल भी उसको कोई भी नॉलेज नहीं था. There was suffering, there is suffering in the world. People are sad, they are having so much pain in their life. He was all unaware about that. But when he went for hunting that day, on his way he got a chance. Chanced upon means he came across by chance a sick man, एक बीमार आदमी, a sick man, then an aged man, एक बूढ़ा आदमी जो अभी मरने वाला है. देन अ फ्यूनरल प्रोसेशन, एक मरे हुए इंसान का फ्यूनरल प्रोसेशन जा रहा था. एंड फाइनली ही सॉ अ मॉन्क बेगिंग फॉर एल्म्स, और एक मॉन्क दिखा, एक साधु दिखा, मॉन्क जो भिक्षा मांग रहा है. एल्म्स मीन्स मनी, सो ही वॉज बेगिंग फॉर एल्म्स. then he got struck with these sorrows and sadness and grieves and sufferings of the world around him. That time he decided that he did not deserve to live in a royal world, so he should do something not for others, but he had to enlighten himself. उसको खुद को वो ज्ञान मिलना चाहिए जो वो दुनिया को बांट सके. And that is why he decided to move out into the world to seek enlightenment. Okay, enlightenment मिलने के लिए वो बाहर दुनिया में चला गया, सब छोड़ छाड़ के. It is known as संन्यास लेना. He left his family like that and he went into the outside world and to seek enlightenment. Enlightenment means a state of high spiritual knowledge. बहुत ही बड़े लेवल का ज्ञान प्राप्त करने के लिए वो संसार छोड़ के भागे इन द सेंस वो चले गए. Okay, he wandered for 7 years and finally sat down under a peepal tree. 7 years he moved around the world and finally he sat down under a peepal tree where he vowed to stay until enlightenment came. Okay, and he sat down under the tree and he vowed, उन्होंने शपथ ली that जब तक मुझे enlightenment नहीं मिलता मैं यहाँ से हटूंगा नहीं. Enlightened after 7 days, when he sat there he started meditating and he got enlightened. उनको बहुत ही बड़े लेवल का ज्ञान प्राप्त हुआ. Finally he got enlightened after 7 days. Okay, he renamed the tree the Bodhi tree, tree of wisdom. After his enlightenment he renamed the peepal tree as the Bodhi tree. Bodhi means bodh, bodh means ज्ञान, ये ज्ञान देने वाला वृक्ष है. Okay, so he named that tree as the Bodhi tree. In English it is translated as tree of wisdom, and he began to teach and to share his new understandings. At that point he became known as the Buddha. Buddha means the awakened or the enlightened. From that moment of his life, when he started teaching and sharing his knowledge and his understanding to the people started knowing him as the Buddha. Buddha in English it means awakened or the enlightened. The Buddha preached his first sermon at the city of Banaras. उन्होंने पहला अपना ज्ञान, अपनी पहली preaching, अपना पहला sermon वो आप कहाँ पे दिया? And at the city of Banaras, most holy of the dipping places on the river Gangas. गंगा के किनारे, जहाँ गंगा किस लिए जानी जाती है? Because Ganga makes you pure. When your one dip in Ganga, dip means bathing. When you once bathe in the river Ganga, it is said and it is believed that your all sins are washed away. आपके सभी पाप धुल जाते हैं. So it is a holy river, and besides that holy river, he gave his first sermon at the city of Banaras. It reflects the Gangas. That sermon has been preserved and is given here. It reflects the Buddha's wisdom about one inscrutable kind of suffering. ओके, वो जो sermon था वो बुद्धा का wisdom, उसका ज्ञान, उनका ज्ञान था. And one inscrutable kind of suffering. Inscrutable means something which cannot be understood. उनका ज्ञान कभी भी समझने वाला नहीं होता है. वो आप अपना ज्ञान ऐसे देते थे, ऐसे समझाते थे लोगों को कि वो अपने आप समझ जाते थे. चुटकी बजाती वो लोगों को अपनी गलतियां समझ जाती थी. Okay, so now here further is an example of a lady who deals with Gautam Buddha when she had lost her child. Okay, let us see what is the story about. Kisa Gautami had an only son and he died. In her grief, she carried the dead child to all her neighbors, asking them for medicine, and the people said, "She has lost her senses. The boy is dead." What happened, Kisa Gautami? She had only one son, and she had lost him forever. He died. Okay, and she carried the dead body of her boy in her hand, and she went from one door to another, and she asked for medicines to her neighbors, and neighbors, they thought the boy is dead, why the lady is asking for the medicine? The medicine is useless for the dead boy. So they thought she has lost her senses. At length, Kisa Gautami met a man who replied to her request. So she met a man, and he replied to her request, and he said, "I cannot give thee medicine for thy child, but I know a physician who can." So he said, "I don't have any medicine for your child, okay, but I know a physician who can save your child." Okay, so the girl said, "Pray tell me, sir, who is it? Okay, and the man replied, "Go to Sakya Muni the Buddha." What he said? Go to Sakya Muni the Buddha. Kisa Gautami repaired to the Buddha and cried. She went to Buddha and she said, "Lord and Master, give me the medicine that will cure my boy." मुझे वो दवाई दे दो जिससे मेरा बेटा ठीक हो जाए. The Buddha answered, "I want a handful of mustard seeds." What he said? I want a handful of mustard seeds. मुझे राई के दाने लाके दो, बीज लाके दो, मैं तुम्हारे बेटे को ठीक कर दूंगा. And when the girl in her joy promised to procure it, the Buddha added, she was very happy. "Okay, handful of mustard seeds, I will bring it to you. Just make my child alive again." But Buddha added to her, "The mustard seed must be taken from a house where no one has lost a child, husband, parent or friend." लेकिन तुम्हें वो राई के दाने या बीज उसी घर से लाने होंगे जिस घर में एक भी मौत नहीं हुई हो. There is no death or that house has not lost a child, husband, parent or friend. ऐसे ही घर से मुझे लाके दो. Poor Kisa Gautami now went from house to house, and the people pitied her and said, "Here is the mustard seed, take it." So लोगों को दया आ गई उस पर, उन्होंने दे दिया उसको मस्टर्ड सीड. बट व्हेन शी आस्क्ड, "Did a son or a daughter, a father or mother die in your family?" क्या आपके घर में किसी की माँ, आपकी माँ, भाई, बहन, बेटी या बेटा किसी की मौत हुई है? They answered her, "Alas, the living are few, but the dead are many. Do not remind us of our deepest grief." And there was no house, but some beloved one had died in it. तो लोगों ने उसको कहा कि हमें हमारे हाल पे छोड़ दो, हमारे घर में मौतें बहुत हुई हैं, हमें हमारा दुख मत याद दिलाओ, आप यहाँ से चली जाइए. So she had not found a single house where the house or the family has not faced the death of any beloved person in their family. Kisa Gautami became weary and hopeless, and sat down at the wayside watching the lights of the city as they flickered up and were extinguished again. So बेचारी हताश हो गई और बहुत ही निराश होके वे साइड मीन्स वो शहर के बाजू में बैठ गया. एंड शी looked at the lights she started gazing at the lights of their city. Those lights, they flickered. वो लाइट lit होती थी और वो extinguish हो जाती थी, बुझ जाती थी. They used to flicker and extinguish. She looked at those lights. At last the darkness of the night reigned everywhere. सभी तरफ अंधेरा छा गया. And she considered the fate of men, that their lives flicker up and are extinguished again. तब उसे जाके एहसास हुआ कि किसी भी इंसान की या किसी भी प्राणी मात्र की ज़िंदगी इन लाइट्स की तरह ही है. ये जलती भी है और क्षण मात्र में बुझ भी जाती है. जलना मीन्स टू टेक बर्थ, एंड गेटिंग एक्सटिंग्विश्ड मीन्स टू डाई. सो दिस इज अ फेट, ये नसीब है. यू व्हेन यू हैव टेकन बर्थ, इट इज़ योर डेस्टिनी टू डाई. आपने यहाँ पे जन्म लिया है तो आप मरने के लिए ही इस पृथ्वी पे आए हो. इस ज़िंदगी में आप मरने के लिए ही आए हो. फाइनल ट्रुथ ऑफ योर लाइफ इज डेथ. So you have come here to achieve your death. Okay, this thing she realized, and she thought to herself, I low selfish am I in my grief. Death is common to all. Yet in this valley of desolation, there is a path that leads him to immortality who has surrendered all selfishness. Valley of desolation means an area which is filled with deep sorrow. So this world around us where we have taken birth, it is a valley of desolation. This is an area which is filled with deep sorrow, and whosoever knows the trick how to overcome, and the person who knows how to surrender to the finality, to the greatest truth of our life, and the person who gives up his selfishness is the person who is immortal. He is not mortal. शरीर मर जाएगा लेकिन आत्मा अमर रहती है. जो भी ये समझ लेता है कि हमें सेल्फिशनेस को उखाड़ फेंकना है हमारे अंदर से. एंड शी रियलाइज शी वॉज सेल्फिश फॉर हर चाइल्ड. आफ्टर ऑल शी वॉज अ मदर, राइट, एंड शी वॉज सेल्फिश फॉर हर चाइल्ड. The Buddha said, now from here the preachings of Buddha started. It is very important, and please concentrate on these points which he is explaining to all of us. The Buddha said, the life of mortals in this world is troubled and brief and combined with pain. Mortal means a person who is going to die. Immortal means a person who would not die. जो भी इस संसार में आया है वो मरने के लिए आया. We all are mortal. Everything on this earth is mortal. राइट, अमरत्व लेके कोई नहीं आया है, कोई भी अमर नहीं है. राइट, जो भी मॉर्टल है, द लाइफ ऑफ मॉर्टल इन दिस वर्ल्ड इज ट्रबल्ड, ब्रीफ एंड कंबाइंड विथ पेन. हमारी जिंदगी पूरी पेन, दुख और सफरिंग से भरी हुई है. For there is not any means by which those that have been born can avoid dying. After reaching old age, there is death. Of such a nature are living beings. यही तो बात मैंने समझाई. जो भी कोई इंसान ने जन्म लिया है वो मरने के लिए ही आया है इस दुनिया में. दिस इज ओनली द थिंग ही इज एक्सप्लेनिंग ओवर हियर. As ripe fruits are early in danger of falling, so mortals when born are always in danger of death. जैसे ही पका हुआ फल डाली से गिर जाता है, इसका मतलब वो मर जाता है. वो पक गया मतलब वो मर गया. इसी का एक बोध लेके इंसान भी जो आता है, जवान होता है, बूढ़ा होता है और आखिर में मर जाता है. दिस इज द ट्रुथ ऑफ लाइफ. As all earthen vessels made by the potter end in being broken, so is the life of mortals. जैसे ही पॉटर एक earthen pot बनाता है, आखिर में उसको टूट के उसको मर जाना होता है. उस पॉट को टूटना यानी मर गया. वैसे ही हमारा है. We have come in this world to exit. We have entered in this world to one day we are going to exit this world, right? Both young and adult, both those who are fools and those who are wise, all fall into the power of death. All are subject to death. Okay, of those who overcome by death, depart from life, a father cannot save his son, nor kinsmen their relations. जिसको भी मौत आई है, ओके, कोई भी मौत से बच नहीं पाया है. ना ही किसी बाप ने अपने बेटे को मरने से बचाया है, ना ही किसी किन्समैन मीन्स योर एंसेस्टर्स. ओके, योर एंसेस्टर्स ऑल्सो दे कैन नॉट हेल्प देमसेल्व्स फ्रॉम डाइंग. दे डाइड, ओके, फ्रॉम देयर रिलेशंस. Mark, while relatives are looking on and lamenting deeply, one by one mortals are carried off like an ox that is led to the slaughter. हमेशा याद रखो, जो भी रिलेशंस हैं, हम जिस भी रिलेशन के लिए हम रोते हैं, जब किसी इंसान को हम हमेशा के लिए खो देते हैं, या हम अगर अपने आप को रखें उस जगह पे कि जहाँ पे हम मर गए हैं. ओके, वी आर, इफ सपोज आई हैव डाइड, ओके, people will come and they'll cry, but where they will take my body? They will take my body, they will keep my body on the fire, और मुझे जला देंगे. इसका मतलब क्या? जला, अगर मैं ज़िंदा होती और मुझे कोई जलाता तो मुझे बहुत तकलीफ़ होती, और बहुत लोग ये बोलते कि नहीं 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 मत जला मत जला, ये ज़िंदा है ज़िंदा है, लेकिन मरने के बाद तो जलाते ही हैं. लेकिन यहाँ पे जलाना मतलब क्या? आप, दूसरा अर्थ ये भी होता है, मुक्ति भी होती है, लेकिन दूसरा अर्थ ये भी होता है कि लोग आपको मरने के बाद भी तकलीफ़ देते हैं. जिंदा होते हैं तब भी तकलीफ़ देते हैं, मरने के बाद भी आपको तकलीफ़ देते हैं. या तो आपको ज़मीन में गाड़ देते हैं या फिर आपको जलाते हैं. इसका मतलब क्या? सी one example he has given over here. One by one mortals are carried off like an ox ox that is led to the slaughterhouse. Until and unless that ox is helpful to you, you use that ox in the field. Okay, once that ox is helpless, he becomes old, where you take that ox to the slaughterhouse. उसको बेच देते हो आप slaughterhouse में उसको कटवाने के लिए, और उसके बदले में आपको पैसे मिलते हैं. इंसानों का भी वैसे ही है. अनलेस एंड अनटिल यू आर अलाइव, अब तक जब तक जिंदा हो आपका इस्तेमाल करके लेंगे, जब आप मर जाओगे आपको जला देंगे या फिर आपको गाड़ देंगे. दिस इज द फैक्ट, दिस इज द ट्रुथ ऑफ लाइफ. Therefore the wise do not grieve knowing the terms of the world. इसीलिए समझदार इंसान कभी भी दुख नहीं मनाते हैं, क्योंकि उनको पता होता है इस दुनिया का रूल क्या है. What is the term of this? What are the terms of this world? They never cry. They know this is going to happen. These things are destined to happen. ये होना ही था, ऐसे ही होना चाहिए, ये रीत है दुनिया की, ऐसा ही होता है. जो जिंदा है, जो इसने जन्म लिया है, वो मरने के लिए ही आया है. Further he says, not from weeping nor from grieving will anyone obtain peace of mind. On the contrary, his pain will be the greater and his body will suffer. What people do when someone dies, people they cry, they shout, they beat themselves, they cry, they shout loudly. What they do? What are they doing? Is it like this? By weeping or crying or grieving loudly, your pains are going to get lessen? No. Instead, you will suffer, your body will suffer. आपका दुख कम नहीं होगा रोने से, बल्कि आप जितना ज़्यादा रोओगे आप अपनी बॉडी को उतनी ही तकलीफ दोगे, आपको और ज़्यादा तकलीफ होगी. सो डोंट क्राई. See further what he says, he will make himself sick and pale, yet the dead are not saved by this lamentation. क्या होता है? आप रोते हो तो मरा हुआ आदमी जिंदा होगा क्या? नहीं होगा. तो क्यों रोते हो? रो मत. आपको पता है उसको जाना था इसलिए वो चला गया, उसकी ज़िंदगी उतनी ही थी इसीलिए वो चला गया, वो मुक्त हो गया ना इस दुनिया से. अच्छा है, क्यों रोना है उसके पीछे? रो के वो जिंदा होगा तो रो भाई, रो, आप जितना रोना है आपको रो. बट if your crying is fruitless, just to show the world by crying that you have sympathy or you have love for that person, it's not that. It's your love is not a showpiece, right? Your love is not a showpiece. Don't show it for others. If you really have feeling for that person, keep it within you. Remember that person. Okay, talk to him. Feel that person is around you somewhere and he can feel you and you can feel him. In that way you can do it. Okay, so why to lament? Why to cry? He who seeks peace should draw out the arrow of lamentation and complaint and grief. जिसको भी पीस चाहिए, शांति चाहिए इस दुनिया में, आपके दुख, आपका रोना, आपके कंप्लेंट्स सब अपने आप अंदर से उखाड़ के बाहर फेंक दो, तभी आपको दुनिया में शांति मिलेगी. He who has drawn out the arrow and has become composed with obtained peace of mind, he who has overcome all sorrow will become free from sorrow and be blessed. जो भी ये करता है उसी को भगवान का आशीर्वाद मिलता है और वही दुनिया का पीसफुल इंसान होता है. Understood? These are the sermons of Gautam Buddha at Banaras, which he gave for this lady. I hope you have understood the story of Gautam Buddha, Siddhartha Gautam, and after enlightened, he became the Buddha, and the example which we learned, Kissa Gautami. Okay, please read the story one more time, go through the video and also the summary in the refresher. Try to understand it in a better way. Leave your comments in the comment section and start learning the question answers also. Please note down the difficult words and write them down with their meanings in the note. Till then, bye. Thank you.